Getting your Tellurium set up can be intimidating, but don't worry. Whether you're setting up a new one or adjusting a pre-owned one, this video will walk you through it step by step. The first thing we need to discuss is what your Tellurium is actually capable of. You have all the functionality of a typical clock with hours and minutes. A second hand is also included. The chime is a Westminster chime played on bells. An automatic night shutoff will silence the chimes during the night, or you can choose to turn them off entirely. In addition to this, your Tellurium will track the moon phases, day and night, and it has a year calendar with the corresponding astrology symbols. Before adjusting anything on your Tellurium, please make sure to use the provided gloves. This will avoid fingerprints. It's important to note that some of the parts are fragile. Be careful while adjusting. Setting the clock aspect of the Tellurium is the same as any other mechanical clock. If you're unfamiliar with this process, we have a whole video on this subject. You can find it in a card up in the corner or pinned down in the comments. The moon phase and year calendar are a little more complicated. If your Tellurium is a new one, you will need to carefully push the brass sun ball onto the center axle. Once that is done, use the black hand to rotate the gear wheel carrier to December 20th, aka the winter solstice. Next, the retainer on the Earth globe will need to be adjusted. For the northern hemisphere, rotate the retainer so that it faces directly away from the sun. For the southern hemisphere, rotate the retainer so that it faces directly toward the sun. Once you have the retainer positioned, rotate the gear wheel carrier using the black hand again, this time to today's date. Adjusting the moon phase comes next. You'll want to check online for the current moon phase. If the moon is full, the silver side should face the sun. The Earth will be in between the moon and the sun. If the moon is new, the black side should be facing the Earth. This time, the moon should be in between the sun and the Earth. The moon is on a friction bushing. Hold the big wheel underneath the Earth while adjusting the moon. The Earth is on a similar friction bushing. Make sure your location is facing the sun during daylight hours. For example, if you live in America, make sure America is facing the sun during the daylight hours. Make sure you do not move the retainer while adjusting the Earth. The retainer should stay in the position you adjusted it to earlier. Replace the glass dome and your Tellurium is all set. You will need to keep it wound regularly. If you don't wind it regularly, you will have to restart this process. If you need to clean the Tellurium, use a dry, lint-free cloth. Do not use any polish, water, or cleaner. Depending on the temperature and humidity of the location your Tellurium is stored in, you should not need to lubricate any of the parts for 5 to 8 years. We recommend consulting your local clockmaker when service is required. Do not try to lubricate your Tellurium on your own. If you have any questions, feel free to leave us a comment down below.